Do I get a loud shirt on? Can you hear it? Can you hear the... The 5 critical pages that you need to nail when building your SaaS software website. Now, if you've ever tried to design a new marketing site, maybe you've been frustrated with just the fact that you need to write all the copy and you're like, I don't really do this well, and what's good copy and how does it convert and all these things. Or maybe you've got your designer and he's trying to show you all these fancy parallax scroll, different transitions, animations, and you're like, is this really going to help the customer? Or you just feel like you don't have enough information or there's key things missing to turn it into a high converting site. I'm gonna show you today the 5 pages that are must and the questions that need to be answered on each page to really help somebody who's visiting become a prospect and eventually a customer. And it works for 80% of the time and it will create, trust me, a very high converting site for your software product. Now, I've been lucky that I get to analyze websites all the time. I mean, I coach hundreds of entrepreneurs and I've looked at probably at least 1,500 different SaaS products. There's the SaaS1000.com list, there's the Montclair 250 SaaS list, and I've gone through many and many other ones, and I wanted to figure out what do all the pages have in common and how do they really dial in their messaging, the way they display their product, their features, the way they talk about their team. And I've really built out a framework that helps entrepreneurs get clear. You know, the other day I was on a coaching call with an entrepreneur that had a video product. And when I asked them, I said, okay, well, who do you serve? And he's like, enterprise companies. I was like, Fortune 2000, yeah. All right, and what problem do you solve for them? And, you know, explain to them all, creating kind of like social media clipped videos. All right, cool. And how do you do that? And he talks to me through his process and his software. I was like, okay, I got a clear understanding of who the customer is. Then I said, all right, let me go to the website and see what I find out. As soon as I open up, the positioning's way off. The language is not speaking to the problem that they solve. Then I clicked the pricing page and I went on there and I saw a plan starting at $20 a month. Well, if I'm a Fortune 2000 company, I don't expect to buy software that anybody else can just buy for $20 a month. So the positioning was way off. Every other page on the site, in regards to what they wanted to attract versus what their site was designed and communicating, there were 2 different things. So what I want to share with you guys are those 5 pages and the questions you need to answer. The first page is the home page. The home page is where 80% of your traffic are eventually going to end up to, and everybody on that page are looking to answer one question. It's real simple. Do I need this? Do I need this? I'm on the page. Does it speak to a product hook? Does it have a promise? Does it speak to me as a potential customer? Do I need this? If it's not clear, if you show it to 10 customers and ask them, like, can you give us some feedback on what you just saw? And they are like, well, I don't really resonate with that. I'm not even sure exactly what you do or how you do it. Then you're not hitting the mark on answering that simple question of, 1, do I need this? The second page, and it's pretty much like a process, like page 1, 2, 3, kind of this is the path that most users go through. The second one is pricing. And the pricing is going to tell a story. Whether you know it or not, your pricing page tells a story to the prospect. And the question they're going to ask themselves is this for me? You know, the first homepage says, do I need this? The second one is this for me? Is this designed by the names you use for describing your plans, to the price you're offering, to the features that you talk about? It's going to answer that question, is this for me? And if you do it wrong, you could actually have qualified, interested, ready to go customers with the credit card out and push them away because you've misunderstood that page and the question it needs to answer. That's the second page. The third page is the features page. The features page is a longer list from just the pricing page, or maybe on your homepage you might have 3 core benefits. The features page really answers this big question of, does this solve my problem? You know, if I'm in the market to buy an email automation software and I know I use certain products today and I want to integrate them, on the features page I should see some language or some information around those integrations. I should see potentially other customers like me featured and testimonials talked about on each feature to know that people like me buy that software. And to me, if you don't put that there, then they're not going to get the answer to that question, does this solve my problem in regards to where I'm at as a company? So make sure that on your features page, which is a more detailed, longer list of all the different aspects of your product, that it answers that for your core customer. The fourth page is your about page. And I got to be honest with you, I get entrepreneurs sending me their SaaS software marketing sites all the time. And I would say 80% of the time, which is crazy to me, they don't have an about page. And I don't know about you, but if I go to a marketing site, if I go to any site for any product, for any service, and I can't find an about page that talks to me about who's behind this site, then I just don't have a lot of trust in investing in the solution. Because the last thing I want to have, and anybody's been using online services for a while, they go away if the team can't make money, if the team doesn't care about it, if they get acquired for whatever reason, they shut down the service. So people, if they can't answer this one question, can I trust them? Can I trust the people that built this product? If there's no about page, the answer is I don't know who's there, so I can't trust them. The other day, a friend of mine showed me this site that allowed you to encrypt information and send it to a friend, and they could open it up once and see it and copy it, so that way you could share via email or share via social media, an encrypted password or whatever it is. There was no about page. And I don't know about you, but I think it's just hilarious that somebody was probably encrypting all these passwords and folks were using it to send all this along, and I bet they were logging it somewhere. Again, I don't know, but if I don't know who's behind it and I can't answer the question, can I trust them, then why would I use it? And I think your customers that are visiting your site are asking themselves that question. And then the fifth page is the blog. And here's why. A lot of you guys are thinking, well, it's because of inbound marketing and I create content. And that's how I create SEO and I publish it on Facebook and different things and I get traffic. It's actually not for that. The blog, and that's why it's important if there's a timestamp, that you don't have the last post being posted 9 months ago. Because if I go to the blog and I see that you haven't updated it in 9 months, then I'm going to ask myself, are they even business still? But this is the question that the blog answers is, are they innovators? That is the ultimate question. If I'm going to invest in a software, and I trust that you know how to solve that problem, and you've built a list of features that resonate with helping me overcome that challenge, the next question I'm going to ask myself is, can I trust that over the period of me using this product that you're going to innovate and build a better product? And if I don't trust by the content that you guys are subject matter experts, you're deep in the trenches, that you think about the edges of this problem space, and I can see that the way you think is aligned with what I would hope to see in the product. If I can't find that answer and somebody else can give it to me, and all things being equal, I'm going to go with their solution. I'm going to go with your competitor's solution because I want to invest in a product where I feel the team are progressive innovators and they're going to bring me the future without me having to ask for it, so that I don't have to be, switching off their platform in 3 years because they didn't keep up with the times. And that is the question the blog answers. So real quick, and I know some people, one of the myths that people have is that, well, I need to act big and I need to add all this content and our site has to be super involved and all these different case studies. And that's true over time. But in the early days, when you're still trying to get to the million, 2 million annual recurring revenue for your SaaS product, you just need to dial in those 5 pages and make sure that they deliver. And truthfully, I think the world's moving to more of an artistry and a craft type of mentality, and they would rather see a team of 5 dedicated, focused people on the about page with the team and beautifully made in the country you're in, and a blog that shows your thought leadership and your expertise. That is more interesting than just like this, the perception of you being a big corporation that, if I call support, I'm going to get some person that just got hired 2 weeks ago and doesn't even know how to support the software properly. So that's what I would say is, 1, dial in your homepage, make sure they can answer the question, do I need this? The second is make sure the pricing page answers, is this for me? Third is your features page, just answering the questions, does this solve my problem? 4, make sure that you get your about page answering the question, can I trust them? And then finally, 5, the blog, being a rock star, being a thought leader, being an expert, and really answering the question, are they innovators? If you do those 5 pages extremely well, you will have a high converting SaaS software marketing site. I hope this video finds you extremely well, and I challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business. I'll see you next Monday. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel for other information on how to grow and scale your software business. I'd also encourage you to join my newsletter for other private invites, exclusive contests, and free training. And if you're ready to get going, I got 2 more videos queued up and ready to go. I will see you next Monday.